You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
The moment of truth is getting closer and closer. The coming year may mark the vigil of my favorite series, or signify its redemption. Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and the Independent Talent Agency, the agency that represents many Doctor Who actors and producers, has reported that Doctor Who Series 14 is currently in production, with returning showrunner Russel T Davis working hard to breathe new life into this dying show. After suffering years of abuse hurled at us from both the people behind Doctor Who and from the show itself, fans of the series have struggled to find excitement or enjoyment from the magical world that the Doctor inhabits. That was until it was announced in September of 2021 that Doctor Who alumni Russel T Davis would return to the series as showrunner. Davies, who grew up watching the classic series, championed its return in 2005 with Christopher Eccleston in the role of the Doctor and Billie Piper as his companion Rose. His run on the show is heralded as the golden age of the series across new and classic Who alike. Once before, he resurrected the show and breathed new life into it, giving it legs to endure for years to come. He may be the only man alive who can save this show from annihilation as he has done before. Davies' return has been met with confusion and an internal struggle within the political activists who still enjoy the current run of the series. On the one hand, their beloved first female Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, and partner in crime, showrunner Chris Chibnall, are leaving the show. They must revile against their hero's departure. They truly believe these two evolved the BBC program from a practice in the male gaze and were the first ones to introduce diverse characters into the series. Championing these two, they labeled all previous writers and actors as racist, misogynist, and homophobes who stood against progress. Now, they feel compelled to decry their beloved paragon's departure and mourn the show regressing in their eyes. On the other hand, Davies is an out gay man who introduced the fan-adored Captain Jack Harkness, an omnisexual character that engaged in gay relationship and kisses in the series way back in 2005. This dichotomy breaks their narrative and baffles the activists beyond their comprehension. How could Davies and Jack exist in the series before their saviors, Whittaker and Chibnall, took over? This confusion has left the activists uncharacteristically silent on the news, awaiting their download on how to feel. The fans who had first raged and reviled against the drastic changes made by Chris Chibnall to the show's canon have settled into a general apathy in the last few years. With this news, they finally felt a spark rekindle that their beloved show may yet be redeemed. Former Doctor Who writer Mark Gatiss had this to say upon hearing the announcement. "You could have knocked me over with a feather when I heard. I was on holiday. I literally had to sit down. I got a text and I was just sort of sat down on a tree stump and went, 'What?' It's just amazing, yeah, very exciting times." This response was shared by many across the fandom. The news comparable to the second coming of Jesus Christ for these beaten and demoralized fans. However, an air of caution has remained, many fearing that this return would signal very little change as the discriminatory diversity and inclusion policy that spurred the hated revisions to the show may still yet hold sway over Davies. Tempering this skepticism, the news that the series would now be produced by Davies' own company, Bad Wolf, which was recently purchased by Sony, and not by the BBC, gave even more hope that the show may return to its former glory. Additionally, the recent news that the BBC's license fee, a mandatory tax for British citizens, would lapse in 2027 added to this burgeoning hope. This removal of the license fee will require the BBC to operate as a for-profit company rather than a tax-subsidized propaganda entity. Even the most stubborn of fans allowed themselves to feel hope upon hearing this news. Maybe the BBC, which now has to focus on making money, will start listening to the fans and deliver a product that anyone around the world could finally enjoy once again. In December, Davies announced that his auditions for the next Doctor had barely begun. Hence, the news that the Series 14 was already in production came at a great surprise, this news hinting that the next Doctor may have been found. However, names like Danny Dyer, Dame Judi Dench, and Michael Sheen have been rumored to take up the legendary screwdriver. All this news and all these changes could either signal the regeneration of this esteemed show or mark its final demise? Can it endure the damage already inflicted? Or will it fade into obscurity, merely another lost franchise in the continuing culture war? Only the release of the 60th anniversary special, Davies' first return episode, can answer this question and reveal the future of this, the longest running of sci-fi shows. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Anon. If you like what I do here and want to see good, compelling stories that Hollywood will no longer give you, check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues. Books 1, Down in Flames, and Book 2, Apocalypse Then, currently on sale. Book 3, Kill the Dark, coming soon.